I do like these curtains. Stand-up's very much like, if you like me, you don't get me. It's like, no, maybe this cat AIDS joke isn't good. So
what the heck? Why are
you're gonna edit these out? I'm
yes, I am. That's terrible.
I like that before this.
You know how to do that.
It just, yeah.
Well, okay.
When you're bored and feeling blue, when you don't know what to do, just turn on your screen and keep watching me. It's Mandy and Friends, where the fun never ends. Mandy and Friends, where the fun never ends.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Hey.
We're back. We're here.
Oh my gosh.
I know. It's amazing. I'm so happy to be here with you. You guys, we're going to have a really good show today because you two are here.
Can I ask, when you said I'm happy to be with you, you only looked at him? Like, that was...
I'm happy you're here, Jared. Hi.
Hello.
So, Jared, let me ask you a couple questions just to kick off the show so that we know who you are.
Yes.
How did you get to McMinnville? Who are you and what do you do?
Whoa, that's a lot. So you said you don't know my last name. It's Richard.
Okay.
Fun fact, no one ever gets it right. Richardson. My favorite thing is when they introduce me wrong. They're like, are you sure? I'm like, yes.
It's just Richard.
Yeah. But also, to be fair, till I was 12, I thought it was Richards, and I was filling out paperwork to be in public school, and my mom was like, that's not our last name. So, you know, Jared Richard, yes, is the name.
Dang it.
I came to McMinnville on a bet that I won because I'm in McMinnville. I would say lost if I wasn't, but this place is nice, and you guys are kind of like a cult, so I don't want to make you mad. Let's see.
I can see how you would. That's actually not a terrible description.
I mean, seriously, everyone knows everyone here.
But like a good cult.
It's a good cult. Yeah, it's not like a. I don't want to say any bad cults on the air in case the cults are watching.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I recently moved here about a month ago. I have lived in Salem for over a decade. Originally from Washington, lived in Oregon, California, all over. What I do is I am a comedian currently.
Just kidding. Sorry.
Oh, you.
You are so funny.
For money, I am a bartender. I used to run a comedy club, but there was a global pandemic, and that kind of...
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Breaking news.
Did you know about this, Scott?
Monkeypox?
It was monkeypox. That's we made it through COVID, but we closed because of monkeypox.
Okay, got it.
So it was a rough go of it. But I've done stand-up for over a decade and improv almost a decade, I think. It's usually I started improv 2 years after getting to stand-up. And so, been doing it for a while.
Okay, so comedy club, bar, stand-up. What, if you can recall in a moment's notice, what is your worst horror story?
Ooh, man, there's a lot. The first story I was going to tell was that I just thought of because I was like, oh, what do people care about? One time I opened for a cast member of the Police Academy movies. He was I don't want to say his name because I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble. Anyways, he was in Police Academy. Very nice guy, known for sound effects.
Quality movie.
Yeah, exactly, great. But it was a event made for it was the Friends of Felines, made for cat lovers and like the Humane Society, but clearly about cats, and they had me host it, and I am allergic to cats. I don't like cats, and so I asked them, I said, you sure want me to do this? They're like, yeah, you'd be great for it. I said, okay. I said, what do you want in material? They go, just do anything you want. I said, can I do cat material? They're like, yeah, sure.
They're like, of course.
Yeah, so I wrote like a 5-minute bit about how there's a weird epidemic where I think it's like 3 to 5 cats for every one person. And how, like, if the zombies do attack, we're going to have way more zombie cats than zombie people. No one ever talks about that. And I was like, you think that's bad? I was like, man, we thought feline AIDS was the worst thing that could happen to cats. And they didn't like that joke. It was a lot of crickets. That was real.
You would have left?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. It was, it was a rough show. It was weird because the jokes weren't bad. It's one of those great instances on how to read the room, basically.
Yes.
And, something improv teaches you because you can talk to people and kind of break that wall, where stand-up's very much like, if you like me, you don't get me. It's like, no, maybe this cat AIDS joke isn't good. So, one of the toughest situations. And then as far as worst gig of all time, was when I probably first started doing stand-up. But in the first year, you're never supposed to invite friends or family to shows because it never goes well. It's either they're too critical or not critical enough. It's just
Or
yeah.
they laugh too hard.
Yeah, there's only bad things that can happen from it. So I didn't know that, and I invited my family to a show. It was my sister and my 2 brothers, and my parents weren't in town, so they all came down for it. It was in the back of a pizza shop in Portland, and they showed up, and we got double booked with a bat mitzvah. And the pizza shop chose the bat mitzvah over the comedy show.
Wow.
So exactly, and you're like, that's so sad. My family was there, and they said, tell you what, let's go back to your apartment, and you can do like a private show for us. And I was like, I really don't want to do that. And they're like, come on, and there's more of them than me. So they gave me a remote control.
So they ganged up on you.
They turned the lights off, and they used a cell phone flashlight as like my spotlight, and they were like, do your 5 minutes, and that was the worst gig. Because yeah, it was real bad. My sister said I had too many sex jokes, which is. It's great. It was really so.
I don't know if that's possible.
Anytime people complain about a bad gig, I tell them that. I'm like, if you've done that, you can do anything. So,
I mean,
yeah.
I think you should have done comedy at the bat mitzvah.
I would have, but they strictly said no. They chose a magician over comedy that night. So.
Was it a bar mitzvah or a bat
I
mitzvah?
believe it was a bat mitzvah because that was the
for
first
a
time I had
girl.
heard bat mitzvah, and I was like, "That's a thing." And yeah, and
So
then
it's for a girl.
yeah.
Well, hey.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, Scott. How's it going?
It's going well.
Wow,
yeah.
you need attention right now.
I do, because I have a really good cat joke.
Oh, please. Go for it.
How do you make a dog sound like a cat?
Make it purr.
Freeze it, run it through a bandsaw, and
I don't like that joke.
darn.
We should headline together. This would be good. Only
Well, I
Humane
can
Society.
flip it. How do you make a cat sound like a dog?
Do the
So I
same
can
thing.
gaslight him at you and woof.
What the heck? Why
You're going to edit these out, I'm pretty
Yes,
sure.
I am. That's terrible.
I like that before this started. You were like, "This could be a good episode." I mean, it's kind of like that.
I tell those at kids'
Yeah.
birthdays all the time.
No.
They don't get them, the parents love it.
Well, that's like the one joke
I'm never
that,
invited back. The
What was
aristocrats?
who is the fortune?
favors the bold.
No.
That's Matt Damon.
Fortune.
Are we allowed to say Matt Damon?
She's the lady, the really funny woman. Woman stand up. She's a woman.
Joan Rivers.
Fortune Feister. Or
Oh, Fortune Feimster. Yeah.
Feimster. She does this. It reminds me of that where she's like, I love pork. I can't not eat it, and especially when it's fresh. And it's like, "Wah," and it's a live pork. Anyway.
I love that bit. Let's go to the clip. Is there not a clip? Is there?
No
Oh,
So-
we didn't
Darn
get
it.
Scott,
Hi.
you are also not originally from Oregon.
I am not.
Where-
I was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. Go Bills.
Awesome.
How could you not like Josh
There you
Allen?
go.
Marshawn Lynch.
I will jump through this table. Bills Mafia. Anyway, Buffalo, New York, born and raised. Soon as I graduated college, I moved out to Steamboat Springs, Colorado to be a ski bum.
How long have you been there?
I was there for 12 years.
Dang, 12
That's
years.
where I met my wife. We got married there, had our first
Sweet.
kid there, and then said we need to maybe be back near family for a little bit. So moved back to Western New York, bought 20 acres up on a hill in
What?
the woods.
Really?
Had a little
I didn't know
little
that.
farm for a
Crazy.
little while.
You got sick of it?
Chickens and turkeys and ducks and a pond, and it was a nice little way to have. We had 2 kids at the time, and really wanted to be back out west. I was working for the Department of Veterans Affairs at the time.
Wow.
I was the education coordinator.
Did not
and-
know any of this. So
Education
why
division.
why Oregon then?
Well, in Phoenix for less than a year,
Yes.
and then sort of got my dream job to move back to Steamboat Springs, and I was the executive director of a historic theater.
Okay.
So all the while, for the last 27 years, I've been a performer in a troupe called We're Not Clowns, which is juggling magic comedy. We've actually been all over the world. I got a
Perfect.
funny story if there's time.
Please.
And then did that for 9 years. COVID shut down. The people that own the theater thought it would be a good idea to evict a nonprofit during a pandemic. And my wife and I said, well, let's change gears.
Yeah.
I saw the Chehalem Valley Chamber of Commerce was hiring. And there's a lot of similarities between a nonprofit executive director and running a chamber. It's all about collaboration, community involvement, community betterment. And so they hired me and moved to Newburgh 11 months ago.
Dang.
So I'm pretty new to the area.
Now, have you ever been here before moving?
I had not. I'd in 1998 retraced the Lewis and Clark Trail, so I biked through parts of Oregon.
Oh, that's cool.
Including Hood River, Portland,
Yeah.
and ended up in Fort Clatsop, Fort Stevens State Park area. So that was sort of my introduction to the Pacific Northwest. Loved it. Sort of always in the back of my mind said one day I'd maybe like to live there, and so here we are.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you are the executive director of the chamber.
I am.
That's super cool. But I want to talk about what brings us all together.
Yes. This is where the cult starts, right?
Yeah.
I don't have an answer. I'm just gonna have to wing it.
And that
Xenu showing up?
is comedy.
Oh, an
Yes.
improv.
And improv.
Yeah.
So fun. So how I know you guys is I met you via the improv classes
Yes.
that Alt co-working space. Shout out to Alt and Casey Hostel.
Hi.
No one understood what I just said.
That was really
but-
good.
Only the people that need to know
Yeah,
understood.
the auto tuners of the
I'll do it.
world.
It's
Yeah,
code.
they're like-
I'll definitely do like a little thing at the bottom. Alt co-working. Okay.
Amanda subtitles.
And then, so we started doing improv classes, and then on top of that, we actually did a show.
we did.
Which was awesome.
Yes.
It was in Newburgh at the little Black Box Theater, Chehalem Valley Cultural Center.
Correct. Yep.
Super fun. You should have been there.
Was I invited? Is there a got lost in the mail?
I don't
I
know if
sent
you were
you a
in town
letter.
yet. It was in early June.
I sent you a fax.
Oh,
I called
Smoke
you.
signals.
Yep.
Yeah. Did
I
you see
emailed
those?
you.
did you send me a carrier pigeon? That's only how I communicate.
Scott was in charge of pigeons. Did you send him the pigeon?
I did. A barred owl took it midair.
Oh, crap.
Well,
Every time I
did
say crap, I'm wanting to swear.
one
so
of
just
my
You said C-R-A-B, crab?
crap. No, crap.
Oh,
Crap.
crab.
Oh,
I'm gonna start saying
crap.
that.
Yeah.
I'm totally gonna start saying
money.
Oh, crab.
Mr.
Oh,
crab.
Okay. All right.
No, with the B though. Oh,
Oh,
crab.
crab.
And then I
Crab.
gotta say it in like a weird New Jersey accent.
New Jersey.
Oh, crab.
Yeah. Crab. Like story. Like that was very compelling. I was
Oh, how he got
Yeah, I feel like the
Right.
audience, if this is like an American Idol situation, you're the Kelly Clarkson. I feel like the Justin Guarini.
I would have to agree with that. That's
Wow.
true. But here's the thing.
No eye
I
You're Ryan Seacrest? Is
I'm
that what it
actually
is?
looking past you.
Oh.
They don't know. I'm not even
That's
looking
fair.
at you
This is
right now.
impressive. I'm
Your
learning
words
so
right
much
now, and it's all.
about how to be an adult.
So, in case you guys didn't know, and the audience didn't know, I was born.
Poor black child?
They're somewhere over here. I was born in Portland.
Okay.
At Good Samaritan Hospital.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Good Sam on 23rd Street. You did good. I'm here.
I don't think that's an endorsement.
But they don't have a baby ward anymore. You can't have babies there unless it's an emergency.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, and then I lived in Beaverton my whole life, and then lived in North Carolina for 2 years. Came back, moved here. Been here for almost 7 years now.
Dang.
Still a better story than mine.
Time
I just feel like I
flies.
meandered everywhere.
Well, where
so-
were you born though? I didn't.
I was
catch
born in
that.
Washington.
were- okay.
Evergreen Hospital in Kirkland.
Shout out to
Costco.
Evergreen.
Yeah. Yeah, they give you a membership when you're born. It's great.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Wait, you were born in the Costco?
So no, Evergreen Hospital is in Kirkland, and Kirkland is the brand that
Signature.
Costco uses.
Yes.
Jokes are better when you explain
Dude,
them.
They're not
By the
happy.
way,
They put you back in.
this
What,
is-
I mean, what's the is that a
Most of the
guarantee?
people that work at Costco are reject babies.
I
They're
didn't
like-
know that
Wow.
Costco started making hospitals, but it makes sense.
Probably they sell
Makes
coffins,
sense.
so
Right.
yeah,
Right.
they do. Yeah,
Wow,
I got
okay.
one on layaway. It's going to be good.
That's amazing. So let's talk about what's going on right now in our, not in our world, because that's just too much.
Monkeypox.
Yeah.
Who wants that?
Well, so I'm really excited that we're even doing a show because it's been months. So thank you for coming.
Honored.
But what we're also doing is we are kind of developing some more improv shows.
Yes.
So let's talk about the world of improv comedy and what that has to do with Yamhill County. And yeah, what's going on, guys?
I'll field this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
please.
so
I pass the torch.
thank you. I've been part of an improv troupe for many, many years.
Yeah.
In Steamboat Springs, there was a comedy club that had nightly improv shows, and so I performed in that troupe. And then when I got my job at the Chief Theater, we started a troupe called the Tongue in Chief Players.
Wow.
Which is fun, right?
That's
It's
so
just fun to say. We actually got Second City played our stage, and I got to perform with them. But I've always taught workshops, and I've always taken the art of improv, which is positivity and setting your teammates up for success. And actually, I built a course around that
nice.
where I've actually gone to some corporations and taught their management teams leadership qualities via improv. And so that's what actually Casey hired me to do at all.
That's right.
For the first one was actually an improvisational leadership class.
Yeah.
And it was a great turnout. And everyone had such a good time. They're like, we want to do more.
Yeah.
So Casey was like, well, how about once a month we just keep doing improv? Mm-hmm. And that's how I met you and Stephanie and Charlene and some people that were really good at it. And I said, hey, by the way, I'm producing a show called Chehalem Valley Vaudeville, which is going to be a mix of any art form that wants to be part of it. It just
Yeah.
has to be family friendly. So I'm sorry, Jared.
Look, my
No
slam
such
poetry about my prepubescent years will be recognized someday. Alone in a petri dish. It's going to be.
I believe you.
It'll be compelling for no one. That's
Maybe the Petri dish.
maybe the petri dish.
Maybe. That's what it's called. Maybe.
Maybe the petri dish.
And all the
yeah.
little-
In a nutshell, I'm big on community building, and anyone that follows sort of the regional, local news knows that there's a lot of divisiveness happening. And so art, especially performance art, is sort of something that can sort of transcend politics.
Agreed.
And so my mission and vision of this show was just to get the community to come out and laugh together. There haven't been that many opportunities in the last couple of years because of this monkeypox thing.
Right. Slash Corona.
Anyway, so I've actually got the last day in September and the 1st of October tentatively booked at the Chehalem
Oh, good to
Cultural
know.
Center for another round of vaudeville.
I should put that on my calendar.
But it's not 1,000% inked in yet, so it's just like a teaser. Once it's inked in, I'm gonna blast it out everywhere.
You'll call me.
I'll call you.
Okay.
You call him. He'll call me, and we'll all be there.
We'll owl each other Harry Potter style.
But
Yeah.
it's open to everybody. We had all ages at the show. We had
Yeah.
families showing up. We had people of all different political divides sitting next to each other, laughing hysterically.
So
we had
good.
juggling and magic and improv and ukulele music and
Singing.
singing and show tunes. We had a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
So
it was super fun.
that's what vaudeville's all about.
Yay. Love it.
Yeah. So,
One thing I really like about McMinnville that I've noticed is a huge sense of community. And so currently, while living here, I'm just kind of meeting with local community leaders and just people who run things and basically kind of saying, what does McMinnville need? What do
Yeah.
they want? And we've also talked a little bit with Scott with kind of incorporating Newburgh in there as well, just because
Yes.
they're neighboring cities. And
We are sisters who like to fight, apparently. But then we
Yeah.
kiss and make up and everything's okay.
Newburgh is lacking nightlife.
wow.
Yes. Yes. So speaking of improv, do you guys want to do some improv with me right now?
Sure.
We have to say yes, because
Yes,
that's
yeah.
the number one rule of improv.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
I can say anything.
What is this? We all have to.
Make your lips as small as possible.
I would love if people tuned in right now to us just being like,
Okay, that was
was that an improv game? Does that
was our
feel
warm-up.
right?
Okay, our improv games.
Yes. And?
We're gonna be we're gonna be doing the ABC game.
Yes.
Maybe we'll see.
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
So yes.
So for those of you who don't know, the ABC game. Let's all look into camera too. Hi guys.
That's a,
Right
that's
there.
a camera.
Hey.
Oh, I thought it was a.
So the ABC game is where we start at a random letter that our producer director Andrew is going to be giving us randomly, and then we'll have a conversation about something. Again, Andrew needs to come up with we need to come up with a situation
Gotcha,
that
okay.
happens around a table, and each sentence.
Has to begin with the next letter.
Subsequent sentence begins with the next letter.
And we go like kind of in order, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
It's,
No,
yes.
yeah,
important.
Yeah. That,
Okay.
Yes.
For structure.
Yes, and.
Yes.
Sure. Also.
So Andrew, are you there, sir, my friend?
Double Q is not a letter.
It's not.
Hi.
So do you want to get the topic first?
Yeah, let's figure out a topic. What do you think, Andrew? Something happening around a table.
I got a prompt. So
seance?
you dug buried treasure, but there wasn't treasure inside. There was this. What was it?
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll edit that out.
Buried treasure. We'll take buried. You can do that.
Around
Sure.
a table, how about speaking of treasure, we're pirates, and I'm the head pirate.
Okay.
Just beginning to unroll a map.
Okay. I like
Two
that.
buried okay.
We weren't.
Okay, we need a letter.
B.
Awesome.
Great. Now I got to
See,
go.
it's not what you're given.
Boys.
but
Now I
what's
have to go to the bathroom. Did you say P or B?
B.
Boys.
As in crab.
Not P as in crab.
Boys. B. He
Oh,
said
wow.
B.
Yeah.
Boys. I got something I need to show you right now.
Carl, I'm tired of you always telling us what to do. We were clearly on a break.
Don't go there again.
Everything we've been working towards, it's here.
Forget what I knew about politics in the business workplace. Hachi-machi, look at that map. Grrr.
Heck yes, I got this out of my aunt's Winnebago.
I got this. I got this. It clearly says made in China. Where did you get this map? Grrr.
Knights of the Round Table. We can do this. We can do this. We can get the treasure.
Let's do this. I'm on board now for some reason. Yes.
Me too. Me on board too.
Nice. Nice. Okay, we'll set sail tomorrow.
Marion, are you okay? You seem like you have some kind of caveman language happening.
Pints. Too many pints of rum.
Queen.
What happens?
Queen.
Really? Really? I thought we had an intervention. I thought we decided we were going to be the clean and sober pirates.
Sober? No. When you sail the 7 seas, you need rum.
Too bad. Too bad. Because I haven't drinking for 24 hours and I was really proud of myself.
Urges. It's all about urges with you two. Can we please get back to the important part of this map?
Very good idea. What does this X mean?
Water.
Oh,
Water.
X means
Water.
water?
you are wrong. I think X means there's a crab there.
Zikes and zowies! X means water of life!
Ah! I can't take it anymore. I'm tired of you two, Zikes and Zowies, drinking rum. This is the most unprofessional pirate group I've ever been a part of.
And scene.
Cool. All right. Yeah.
I loved what we did.
You got so serious.
Let's never speak of it again.
Let's bury. Let's
No,
bury.
I'm glad this is on camera because now it will be forever.
Yeah,
in
this
our
is the
hearts and
Process.
minds.
This is the process.
There's a document.
Okay, we're gonna do another game.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called Interview, but first I'm gonna take a drink.
All right.
Energy. Menergy. Did you guys see that one? Like, it was a while ago. It was like, Menergy.
Where was this? I like that you say, "Did you see it?" No context, like a
just
phone or a channel. Was there someone in Minville just screaming that?
10
say
years
yes and
ago,
don't make
10
eye
years ago, before YouTube was a big thing, it's just like, yeah, drink this power juice. It has Menergy. Anyway, I'll find it for
This sounds like some unearthed trauma that we should
you.
deal with.
It's kind of
Yes,
like,
Amanda.
you know,
Yeah,
the
yes.
Manuma guy, the my he.
Yes.
Manuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those like
Oh, so something like a viral,
viral
hit.
video 10 plus years ago. Anyway, I'll find it for you guys, and then
We look
We're not
forward
gonna-
to that.
we're not
Let's
gonna
go to the
post
clip. It's good.
There's no clip.
Man,
no
sorry.
clip.
Who's on clips? Kyle?
so this next game
Translator one, right?
is called Translator. So Scott is job interviewing Jared for a job, but Jared does not speak English. He speaks gibberish,
Then how are we going to communicate?
right? How?
I don't know. If he doesn't speak English, only gibberish, how can I ask him questions?
And the game is called Translator.
He brought a translator.
It
What
all
a good
comes
thinking,
around.
Jared.
That's smart, yeah.
That's me. So I'm the translator.
Okay.
Yeah. And so.
We need a wacky job.
Oh
that
yeah.
he's-
Shoe waxing, like a shoe shine.
A shoe shine, okay.
Shoe shine.
stand?
Shoe shine?
Shoe
Yeah.
shine. Sure.
But the shoes are
Alive?
like a specific.
Like a clown shoe shiner? I only shoe shine clown shoes?
There it is.
Thank you for coming to the interview. I have. You don't know what I'm saying, so I have your resume right here. It's very impressive. Would you let Mr. I don't know how to translate his name. What does that say?
Boop bop.
Mr. Boop Bop, I'm impressed with your resume.
Boop, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop, 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 bop.
He says, "Thank you so much. I love you and your hair." That's what he just said.
That's mildly harassing. Okay, make a note of that.
Boopity bop,
Okay.
boopy bop bop.
Okay. Mr. Boop Bop.
Yep.
It says here that you attended Clown College.
Beep bop, boop boop boop.
Can you tell me why you were expelled?
Boop, bop, 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 boop, bop, bop, boop, bop, boop, beep, 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 boop, boop, bop.
Boop bop da boop boop.
Beep, bop, 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 bop.
Boop boop bop boop dee boop boop boop.
Bop, beep, bop,
Bop.
bop, bop.
He had 5 pigeons in his jacket, and he never let them out, and they all died. And they did not like that.
Well, a follow-up question to that. How does he feel about pigeons? Because what we actually use to shine the clown shoes are dead pigeons.
Oh, that's a great question. Boop-a-da-beep, boop-bop-a-da-beep, boop, boop. Boop-a-da-bop-a-da-boop, beep, boop, bop, beep, beep, boop. Boop-a-da-beep.
Boop, bop.
He would love to shine shoes with dead pigeons.
Interesting. He seemed sad, but that in
he
his
was
culture,
moved.
sad maybe is.
Oh, he was moved to
Okay.
so much happiness that he
All right.
started crying.
Okay. Now we do require that he shine 12 sets of shoes every hour.
And what kinds of shoes are these?
These are clown shoes, so they're big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that going to be a problem? Because it needs to be expedient.
Right. Boop beep bop boop. Bada boop boop boop. Boop boop bada boop 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 bop beep boop boop bop bop.
Beep, bop, bop, bop.
Boop beep beep boop.
Boop, boop, bop, bop, bop.
Boop bop beep. Beep. Beep beep. Boop.
Boop.
Yeah, he'll be fine. In fact, what he just said was that he not only will shine 12 shoes, he will shine 25 shoes just to prove his loyalty and commitment to you.
Interesting. 25 is an odd number, which is fine because we do have Lefty. He's a one-legged clown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I was, I was saying 25 pairs of shoes.
Well, you said 25 shoes, so
My bad.
it's Lefty. Lefty
Yeah.
will fit right in.
That's fine.
Boop, bop.
Bop. Boop. I was just explaining to him
Oh,
what we were
okay.
talking about.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. Now, I do need to explain that this is part of a show.
Oh.
It's our newest Cirque du Soleil show
Okay.
called Shoe.
Oh, perfect.
Okay. So while he's shining the shoes with the dead pigeons, he has to be on his head
Oh,
and juggling.
okay.
Will this be a problem?
I will explain everything you just said.
Thank
to
you.
him.
I appreciate that.
Boop beep bop.
Boop, beep, bop.
Boop beep bop.
Boop. Boop.
Clearly.
I don't need to hear another word. I believe that you are the perfect person for the job. Would you let him know he starts tomorrow?
Beep boop. Boopity bop beep. Boopity bop. Beep boo. Beep bop. Yay! And
You never know where these scenes are going to go.
I'm also horrible at keeping a straight face, by the way. It's
For all the
something I need
parents
to learn.
watching, please don't encourage your kids. This is what happens. This
Yeah.
is clearly a byproduct of really being hugged too much. Give them some distance.
Or in my case, tell your kids to do one thing
Yeah.
so that they do the complete opposite.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Encourage them to do improv, and there's more room for us.
Done.
Wow.
Well, guys, I really appreciate you coming out. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. Our pleasure. I don't know if I can speak for you. I think.
Oh, you can.
Our pleasure.
We've connected. There's something here. Yeah.
Well, what's
Romance.
our sharing? Our common. We have the same birthday.
We do.
Wait,
you share a birthday.
July 20th.
Yeah. Yeah.
And mine's
yours is-
July 15th.
What?
Wow.
This table out of
July hug.
Oh my
July hug.
That'll be for the
We'll be right back.
new
Oh, I don't say that.
That'll
You
be
say
for
that.
the
Our
new
parents
season reel.
enjoyed July or
9
January.
months before.
What's
I think
the
it's
month?
like November-ish.
Oh,
It's like-
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
It's cold outside. They needed to be warm inside doing
Really
things.
want to make a turkey joke, but I'm not going to. I'm going-
Turducken. Okay. I'm gonna say thank you again for coming, and that's our show for today. I want to thank our sponsor, which is no one. This is all volunteer, and if you want to be a sponsor, please contact Mandy and Friends Show at gmail.com. I love you all. I love you guys. Thanks. High fives.
I'm confused.
You're Voldemort. You and Voldy were hanging out, smelling roses together because he doesn't have a
Sauron,
nose.
Sauron.